people of the fountain.
The appointment of vice chancellor or any principal officer in the university, they are all clearly stated. The procedure are clearly stated in the law establishing the university. For a federal university, there is one unified law, and that law is the university miscellaneous provisions. But you have to put them in totality now. 1993, 1996. We have one of 2003, which was released in 2007. Then we have 2012. All of this, what it's saying basically is that council will set up a selection board, 3 members of council, 2 members of senate. Only this, and the sitting vice chancellor is not cannot be a member. 3 members of council, and the chairman of council must be chairman of that selection board. They set up another committee, search team. The search team is also 3 members of council, 2 members of senate, 2 members of congregation. Their own job is to go around after the deadline of application, to travel around to find out from other universities credible individuals who they can see that if this person is vice chancellor, he can do well, who didn't bother to apply. And they must get the consent of that individual, get the application and CV of that individual, and come and write a report and submit names of the people they have found out. So the case of Voyer that you are talking about, the idea that the applicants should send their visions and mission, whatever, to the vice chancellor, something is wrong with it. The vice chancellor has no role basically to play. You're already leaving the university. You should not be seen as having details of who is applying, who is not applying. Now, what is the meaning of candidates from federal university? What is a federal university? So there's something basically wrong with that. Federal university is a university established by federal. Federal what? Federal government of Nigeria. That's what you meant. So what that means is that if there is a Nigerian in University of Sierra Leone, for instance, or others say Oyema Ogbuagu, who is now leading a team to produce vaccine for COVID-19 in Nigeria and the US, he cannot, because it's not working in what you have regarded as federal. It cannot apply to Oye. That's what you are saying. There is a Nigerian now is a vice chancellor in UK. There is a Nigerian now is attorney general in Canada. There is a Nigerian now who is the only American that has been identified as the one who has worked on vaccine. So that individual, if you now see a publication of vice chancellor, that person is excluded by your advertisement, because you believe that the best professors are those in what we call federal university. Some of these federal universities don't have up to 20 professors. And if you compare that with Olabisi Onabanjo, with Ekiti State University, with Adekunle Ajasin, with Imo State University, with Enugu State University, what are we talking? In Ekiti State University, there are more than 130 professors. Some of them are professors of 25 years. So what are we talking? So what do they mean by a registrar can only come from federal university? It is myopic, it is narrow. And there is no survey, no research has shown that a professor in federal university is always better than a professor from state university. Where is the scientific research that says that a professor from state university is always poorer than a professor in federal university? Now, the only center of excellence today in Nigeria for genomic studies, for study of infectious diseases, COVID-19, the testing for COVID-19 in the whole of this, apart from Lagos, was done in Redeemers University. When it started, that was the only molecular biology. So that professor now, Professor Happy in Redeemers University, are you saying now is poorer than professor in private university, in state university and federal university? So if Professor Happy now wants to apply to Oye, he's not qualified because he's coming from a private university. He could have assisted them getting a molecular biology without them spending 1 naira. So that's not the way to develop a university. I think it's myopic and it's unfortunate to now wash away brilliant people, capable people, wonderful people. Even if you want to do that, why don't you allow them to even come interview them, compare them with the people from your so-called federal university. Some people definitely have to work with state university. In fact, for them, it's double jeopardy. All these hand allowances, all of these, there are opportunities. There are opportunities that in federal university that may not be in a state university. If I work in Ibadan now, you have international secondary school, your children will. So all of those things are not there. And on the day of reward, you now say that they should not participate. I don't think it stands to reason.
People of the Fountain is a weekly television program focused on the history of Ekiti State, its people and institutions at home and in the diaspora. We will be engaged with the collective past of Ekiti, its present and its future. We will also tell the story of individuals whose personal progress holds much inspiration for the present and future generations.
People of the Fountain.
We will not ignore non-indigents resident in Ekiti with a record of outstanding contributions to the growth of the state. Our team will travel anywhere in and outside Ekiti State to bring you this program every week. Do us this favor, kindly subscribe.
People of the Fountain.